Hey guys, if you're having problems with low back pain, I have a great video for you today. I'm going to walk you through the top 5 beginner core exercises to help you with your low back pain. Here we go. Welcome back, friends. Dr. Josa here to help you move better and feel better. Thanks for tuning into the show today. The first exercise of treating your low back pain is to activate and engage your core. No, we're not going to perform crunches. We're going to perform an exercise that's called an abdominal brace. This is going to activate the muscle running horizontally along your midsection that acts as your active back brace. And treating this is going to lay the foundation for your low back. All right, guys, true abdominal bracing is a mild contraction of those abdominal muscles. Think of it as you're bracing as though someone's going to punch you in the stomach and you're bracing to hold, but a mild contraction. So what I want you to do, stick your hands on the side of your lateral trunk, so just above your pelvis, about parallel to your navel, your belly button there, and I want you to stick your hands in that spot. And what I want you to do is activate your abdominal muscles and feel the muscle push into your hands. So we're not sucking down, we're not pulling that belly button down, and we're not pushing our muscles out. All we're doing is activating the abdominal wall. So you should feel the muscle just slightly push out into your fingers when you're pushing into just above your pelvis. And I want you to hold that 5 seconds. Hold that 5 seconds. And then we'll do 10 repetitions. So this one might take some practice, but keep working on this so we can advance into the second exercise. All right, guys, our second exercise builds off the first exercise. So we're going to do this in the same position that we started on with our abdominal bracing, laying on our back with our knees bent up. For this one, we're still going to perform our abdominal brace. So we're going to perform our abdominal brace, hold, and then we're going to perform some marches in this position. So perform your abdominal brace, tighten up that abdominal wall, slowly lift your leg up to 90 degrees, so about hip height. You're going to hold there 5 seconds and then slowly lower back down to the table or ground and then relax. So each time before you lift your leg, before you perform your march, I want you to focus on that abdominal brace. So tighten up that abdominal wall. Slowly lift that leg up to 90 degrees, slowly lower back down. We'll perform 10 reps on the right, and then we'll switch to the left side, okay guys? All right guys, moving into our third exercise, slightly advancing from number 2, working a little bit more on core stability and control, but working in that same position on our back. So you can easily transition these from 1, 2, and then 3. So starting on your back in that same position with your knees bent up, we're still going to perform our abdominal wall bracing, but in this position, we're going to work on reverse marches with both legs bent up in that 90-degree position, okay? So work on that abdominal wall brace again. So tighten up that abdominal wall. You're going to bring both legs up to 90 degrees. And what we're going to do here is slowly alternate bringing one leg down at a time, tapping our heel, okay? So what that looks like is dropping that right leg down to the table or ground. You're going to tap your heel, come back to that starting position, and then you're going to alternate. So the left leg is going to go down now, tap, and then come back up. We're keeping that abdominal wall braced, just like our first 2 exercises. Keep that back braced. Work on stability and control. Alternating, and then we'll go up to 15 repetitions. Slow and controlled. You guys are doing great. We're moving on to our 4th beginner core exercise now. This is going to incorporate some arm movement and a light weight. With this one, you want to start with a lighter weight, 2 to 3 pounds. We're not going to go heavy on this one. I'm going to use a 5-pound weight today that I have here with me. But I want you to start light, 2 to 3 pounds at most, and then we can increase from there. So we're going to still perform our abdominal wall bracing. We're going to have our legs bent up in a 90-degree position, performing our abdominal wall brace. So let's perform our brace, bring our legs up to that 90-degree position. With our weight, we're going to hold it straight up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to slowly bring that weight overhead, keeping your stomach braced, legs still, slowly go overhead as far as you can to tolerance, and then come back to neutral, straight up and down. And we're going to perform 10 reps of these. So keep that stomach braced. We're not holding in our breath. So keep breathing with this one. And just keep that abdominal wall braced as you keep going, okay guys? All right guys, last but not least, we have our 5th exercise. This is the bird dog exercise, not only targeting your low back, but also our hips. The position of this exercise is the 4-point position. So hands are going to be underneath shoulders, knees under hips. And in this position here, we're going to work on opposite and simultaneous arm and leg movements in this position, maintaining our abdominal brace. We're going to perform our abdominal brace, and then we're going to lift up our right arm and then kick our left heel straight back, maintaining our abdominal brace. Come back to neutral, and then we're going to alternate movements. So we're going to lift the left arm and then kick our right heel back, come back to neutral. Maintain that abdominal brace. We'll keep our spine neutral. We don't want any twisting in the spine. So kicking that heel back will help eliminate some of that twisting in our spine. We don't want to lift up this way. So if we lift up too high, we're going to get some rotation and twisting, which we don't want. So maintain that neutral spine, kick back, and alternate. We'll perform 15 reps alternating, and we'll do 2 sets. If you guys are having difficulty doing the arm and leg movement at the same time, you can start with just one or the other. You can start with just the leg movement, work on that, start with the arm movement, and then put it all together. So in that same 4-point position, perform your abdominal brace, and then you can just focus on kicking the leg, heel back, come back, and then you can alternate there. Good. And then the same thing with the arm movement. You can practice that with your abdominal brace. Back down. Good. If you have trouble getting down into that 4-point position due to some knee pain or knee arthritis, we can perform a modified version of that bird dog exercise in the standing position. So up against a chair, we can perform that similar movement with the shoulder and hip, maintaining our abdominal brace. You can do this against a chair or against the countertop. Just hold on to that position, perform your abdominal brace, and then you're going to perform that opposite simultaneous arm and leg movement at the same time. You can maintain that neutral spine and then lift that arm up, kick the leg back, maintain that abdominal brace. And then we'll alternate there, and you can perform 15 reps and then rest. Thanks for watching today, guys. Perform these core exercises to help with your low back pain. If you found today's video helpful, click that like button or comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm Dr. Josa, helping you to move better and feel better.